welcome back to Mando-Bros. Today we're going to play another battle report for Season 2, not Season 3.
Today's episode is brought to you by Never Tell Me the Odds.
Yeah.
To start, we'll be deployed. These aren't dedicated lists to anybody. These are just random lists. I started with Cad Bane, Jango Fett, and the Bounty Hunters.
Then I deployed Ventress, Gar Saxon, and the Mandalorian Super Commandos.
And I did Mother Talzin, Savage Opress, and the Night Sister Acolytes.
Then I deployed Obi-Wan, Padawan Ahsoka Tano, and the Clan Kryze Mandalorians. I'm trying something pretty weird. I'm just I wanted to see what would happen if you had all characters that could jump, seeing as how jump has it's pretty good ability, and my problem is I'm probably gonna run out of force pretty fast.
Mine was more centered around the when my units get wounded kind of thing, because that seems to be a theme this season, is my units getting wounded. So I wanted to have some sort of reactions.
Well, yeah, you already have one of the most hated characters.
Yeah. Anyway, today we're playing the Never Tell Me the Odds mission pack. I, Delta, got first player. I went ahead and flipped, and we got Daring Gamble. And then the challenge in the odds is the secondary units.
I think it's the same one we got last time.
Yeah, it is what it is. 33% chance of getting it.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's start this game off right by getting the Night Sisters. Not a lot's going to go on with these sisters. So to begin, we're going to go ahead and take an advance. We're going to get one up here. Oops. Try and not knock things down.
Good job.
That's all I know how to do. Another one over here. We'll pay a force to do a jump. Acrobatic advance. We get her up here where she's still within range of this. And then she's going to go on top.
Oh, crazy.
She's still in range with this. And we'll go ahead and take cover. Pushing her all the way to the edge there. She can't go any further, otherwise she'll fall off. And she's going to stay right there. That'll be their turn. At the end of that, I'll control objectives number 2 and 3. And Tau controls number 4. However, this is the first turn of the game, so I will not move anything anywhere.
Alright, I'll go ahead and draw my first card.
No, don't do it. It's a trap.
Yeah. I'll get Padawan Ahsoka. With Padawan Ahsoka, the Racia, we're going to go ahead and dash Obi-Wan.
I don't think Obi-Wan's really in the mood to race.
No, but he'll dash. We'll just go there. Then with Ahsoka, just going to do an advance. And move people. To there. And we'll go ahead and take cover to get this objective. Right there. At the end of that, I'll have objectives 4 and 5. Move it 2 towards my side, put the 2 on my side.
For my next activation, we'll get Jango Fett. With Jango, we're going to go ahead and take an advance. Going closer to objective 1 here. Spend a force to do force jump. Oh wait, it's a jetpack. Get him right up there. And then we'll take cover. Putting him on this side of the objective. And claiming that for our own. At the end of that, I'll control objectives 1, 2, and 3. I'll move it 3 towards my side, put the 1 position on my side.
Alright, draw my next card. And I'll get Ventress. With Ventress, we'll go ahead and do an advance. There. Pay a force. So she can do her Dathomirian dexterity. Get right up here with Jango, and we're gonna go ahead and attack him. Ventress gets 8 on her Dark Eye side. Two fails. 1 crit. 4 strikes. And an expertise.
Django gets 5. 1 fail. 1 block. 3 expertise.
1 expertise is a crit. And a strike.
And I get 3 blocks.
Oh, geez. That's pretty good.
Pretty resourceful.
So those 4 are gone.
You get 3 on the tree.
With 3 on the tree, I should have put her on her other side to get some shoves. But it is what it is. We're gonna bring her on the bottom to do a strain to damage, a disarm to damage, and expose to damage. And then I'm gonna have to pay 2 force for her force push. So I can push Django right down here. That'll be her turn. At the end of that, I'll take that number 1 objective. So I'll have 1, 4, and 5. Move it 3 towards my side, putting the 2 on my side.
For my next activation, I'll get the bounty hunters. With the bounty hunters for on the trail, they're going to dash towards Ventress. Then we will. So you're out of range, unfortunately. We're just going to go ahead and take an advance. So a move action. First one's going to be a climb, so this guy's going to climb up here. And this one's going to go ahead and go this way. And then we'll attack Ventress with our ranged attacks. For the first attack, we'll do the fellow below. You get 6 for ranged. 1 fail, 2 expertise, and 3 strikes.
Ventress gets 5 on her Dark Eye side. 2 blocks, 3 expertise.
I get a crit and a damage.
3 is 2 blocks and a crit to a strike.
So you block it all out. Great.
With 1 damage.
Yep. Next, we'll do the guy up above. I can't seem to roll any crits. 2 fails, 2 strikes, and 2 expertise.
Alright, 5 again. Fail, 3 blocks, and an expertise.
I get a crit and a damage.
The 1 expertise is a block and a crit to a strike.
Alright, so do 1 on the... Oh, you get crit to a strike?
Yep. So
I'll do nothing again.
2 damage.
Yep. Well, that really sucked for me. I was hoping to shove her off of there, and it didn't happen. So I only control points 2 and 3, moving it 2 to my side, put in the center, which is A.
Momentum party! Alright, the next card. I'll get the Shatterpoint. For the Shatterpoint, I'm going to go ahead and use the Super Commandos. First, we're going to take an advance. Try to keep my arm out of there so you can see what I'm doing. Oh, he's going. That's not really where I wanted him, but that'll work. We'll pay a force for jetpack. Since they ended their movement within 2, they will get the free focus. So he's going to go here. Oh, sorry, this is kind of difficult here. He's going to go there. So they're both going to do a melee on Jango Fett. Alright, Super Commandos get 6 in melee. They got that free focus, which gives them 7, and then they have impact 1, so they'll get 8. Do the jetpack one first, while it's in the air. 2 fails, 1 crit, 4 strikes, and an expertise.
Django has an exposed, so I'll do 3 blocks.
1 expertise is a crit.
So I'll block 3 out, do 3 on the tree.
I will do 2 damage, and then we'll go up top for a disarm and a damage, which you already have a disarm. So that'll be 4 damage, and then give you an exposed. I'll do 8 again. 1, 2, 3, 5 strikes and 3 expertise.
One block. I'm already over this game.
3 expertise is 2 crits and a shove, which the shove's not gonna go anywhere. He's up against the building. So block 1, do 6. We can only do 5 on the tree. We're just gonna go up top again to do 2 damage, a disarm to damage, which is just another damage, another exposed, and then a shove of damage and another shove of damage. With the shoves, I have 3 of them, but I can't really fit anywhere in here, even in that V. So we're just gonna do 1 shove to get kind of up against there. And then Django's wounded.
I guess with Wrath of the Great Mother, we'll just move her towards the enemy character, and it's kind of through Savage, but we just put her on the other side of Savage. Don't know what that's going to do, but we'll see.
At the end of that, I'll get a momentum for wounding Django, and then I'll have objectives 1, 4, and 5. So move it 3 towards my side, putting the 3 on my side.
My next activation, we'll get Cad Bane a little too late. With Cad Bane, I'm going to start by making an advance to here. And we'll pay a force for his rocket boots, getting him right behind Bounty Hunter guy there. Next, we'll pay another force for How About You Step Aside, targeting Ventress. Either she can move out of the way and gain a disarm. If she doesn't get out of the way of the objective, then she's going to get an exposed and a strained. What would you like to do? You're going to dash.
Well, let's measure real quick. Are you already going to have this objective? You are, because you got 2 within it.
Yep.
So I might as well move if you already have 2 in there. No sense of taking all that.
Okay.
And you get it no matter what. I dash, right?
Yep, you dash. And then if you're still contesting it, you do get a exposed and a strained. Otherwise, you just get disarmed.
That's still going?
Yeah.
Let's see where I want to go. Yeah, I'll go ahead and dash this way. So I'm not contesting that anymore.
Okay, next, we're going to go ahead and take an attack on the Mandalorians down below. Cad Bane is on his needs no introduction side, so he gets 8 dice for ranged. 1, 2 fails, 1 crit, 3 strikes, and 2 expertise.
Super Commandos are awesome in range. They get 4. They're known for range, right?
Yeah.
2 blocks, 2 expertise.
I get a crit and a strike.
I'll get 2 blocks.
So you'll block all this out, and I'll do 2 on the tree. With 2 on the tree, we're going to do 2 damage, and then a jump and a damage. For the jump, we're just going to get on the other side of him right here. I control objectives 1, 2, and 3. So I'll move it 3 to my side, put it in the middle, which is a
Momentum powder. Draw my next card. And I'll get the Super Commandos. With the Super Commandos, for our first action, we're just going to go ahead and do a melee attack on the bounty hunters. We'll do the jetpack guy first. Once in the air, they will get sticks. 2 fails, 2 crits, a strike, and an expertise.
They get 4. Cool.
You fell all 4?
Yep.
Okay. Expertise is a crit. So 4 on the tree. With the 4 on the tree, I'm only going to do 3 because I'm going to do the 2 damage and then go down the middle with a strain and a damage and then go down below where there's 1 left for a jump and a damage. So I can jump this guy over here. Then we'll do the next attack. I'll do 6 again. 3 fails. Crit and 2 expertise.
2 fails, a block, and an expertise.
2 expertise is a crit.
I get a block that does nothing.
So 2. So with 2 on the tree, we're going to do 2 damage and then a strain and a damage, which is another damage. So that should wound him. For their last action, they're just going to move. He's going to go here. This one's going to go. Right here, and we'll take this one. At the end of that, I'll get a momentum for wounding the bounty hunters. And I'll have objective 2, 4, and 5. Move it 3 towards my side, put it in the 3 on my side.
My next activation, I'll get the Shatterpoint. Unfortunately, at this time, we are really stuck in this struggle. I got a feeling that one more activation, he's going to win it. Well, actually, he will win it unless I take a point back. So at this point, I have to activate Cad Bane. And what we're going to have to do with Cad Bane is we're going to have to see if we're within 3 of them, which we are not. So we'll just take an advance, get down there with them. And then we're going to do, how about you step aside? You have a choice of moving away.
I'll take a strained and an exposed.
Okay.
Because one dash is not going to get me out of range of that, I don't think.
Right.
So there's no point of moving and then still taking it.
Right. So we'll go ahead and make a melee attack on them while they're down there. I'm going to go ahead and flip Cad Bane to his as long as I get paid side. So we're going to get 7 dice in melee. One fail, 1 crit, 3 strikes, and 2 expertise.
I'll get 5 with an exposed. 2 fails, 3 blocks.
I'll get 2 crits. On all this out, we'll do 3 on the tree. 3 on the tree is 2 damage, followed by a disarmed and a damage, followed by 3 damage.
That'll wound him.
Just for a quick clarification, I did not move Mother Talzin last turn when he wounded the bounty hunters, just because I don't need her going to that side of the board. I need her to help support my right side of the board towards the objectives like 2 and 3 and whatnot. Or I guess 3 and 4. Other than that, we'll refresh 2 force, 2 force. And we'll heal 1. Jango Fett is out of range to heal, so we'll just take the strained off the bounty hunters. At the end of that, get a momentum for wounding his clan, his whichever one they are.
Super Commandos.
And then I'll take control of...
I flipped it already for you. 2.
So now I have 1, 2, and 3, putting it in the center, which is a...
momentum party!
Very sad one for me.
Alright, draw my next card. And I'll get Obi-Wan. Well, we're going to just go ahead and use Obi-Wan because we have 2 force left. And we probably wouldn't get Gar Saxon by reserving, but we'll just go ahead and use him and try to wound the Night Sisters. We'll go ahead and do an advance first. Go all the way here. And we'll pay 1 of our force for hello there. And he'll jump. We'll go right there. They'll lose their hunker. And we'll go ahead and attack the Night Sisters. To flip Obi-Wan to his Zataru side, So he gets 7, and then he gets 3 from the hello there. We'll roll 10. One, 2, 3 fails. Five strikes, 2 expertise.
Night Sisters get 4. Why not? 3 fails and 1 block.
2 expertise is a crit and a strike.
That'll wound him. I'll block 1 out, and you'll run your tree.
I was 6 on Obi-Wan's tree. We'll do a shove and 2 damage. We're not going to shove him anywhere. Do a disarm to damage. Exposed and 2 damage. Another shove and a damage, which we're not going to shove. And then a pin to damage. And another shove and 2 damage. Total of 9 damage, so that'll wound him.
With that, we'll see if Mother's within range after she dashes towards him for wounding one of hers.
Oh yeah, you should be. Yeah, I got too close.
Double check range. Make a little 5 dice attack. The Holy Mother gets 5 dice. 1 fail, 3 strikes, and 1 expertise.
Obi-Wan gets 6. 3 fails, 3 blocks.
You get a crit strike.
We'll block 3 and we'll do 2.
For the 2 on the tree, there's going to be a shove and 2 damage. We're not going to shove Obi-Wan anywhere because that's not going to progress us at all. And then we'll also give him an exposed and 2 damage.
At the end of that, we'll get a momentum for wounding them. And then we'll have objectives 4 and 5. So we'll move a 2 towards my side, put it in the 2 on my side, and we'll win the struggle.
For the second struggle, since I lost, I went ahead and drew, and I have a bad feeling about this, which I do at this point.
That's the same one we got last game.
Yeah, I know.
Did you shuffle these or what?
I did. Challenging the odds is supporting units. I chose the bottom one in case I didn't say that. Roll for priority. It's a fail. Next activation, we'll go ahead and get Savage. We'll pay a force to reserve him so that we can get Mother. This game does not like me today. I don't like this game today. With Obscuring Shadows, I'll go ahead and choose Savage. He's going to dash up here by Mother. Next, we'll go ahead and take an advance with her. Like this way. When that happens, oop. Oh, sorry, I guess Savage would have got a dash as well before that. So we'll go ahead and do that real quick. Wherever I put my dash tool. I'm just going to follow in behind her.
Mama's boy.
Leave him alone. See, we're throwing 2. We are within 2 there, but we'll go ahead and take cover for the final action because we're not going to be able to attack Obi-Wan from down here. Can you? I know you love Mother, but please
Get off her ass.
Oh. That'll be it. At the end of that, I control the expertise and the block, while he controls the priority objective, which was the fail. Move it 2 to my side, put it 2 position on my side.
Roll for priority. It's the expertise, which he has. Draw my next card. And I'll get Gar Saxon. With Gar Saxon, we're going to go ahead and spend our last force for Jetpack. Or actually, first, probably the Mandalore. Another Mandalorian's going to jump. So we're going to jump this guy this way to there. Get rid of that strained. And he is going to pay that last force for Jetpack. Then he's going to advance. To here, which will end his movement within 2 for Mandalorians are stronger together. get a free focus, and then he's going to attack Cad Bane. Gar Saxon usually gets 6. He got the focus, and then the sharpshooter 2, so he'll get 9 dice. Four fails, 2 crits, 3 strikes.
Cad Bane gets 6. 1 fail, 3 blocks, and 2 expertise. 2 expertise is a block. Block all this out, do 2 on the tree.
2 on the tree is just 2 damage and a jump and a damage. And that jump will just get us to the other side of this Mandalorian. And we didn't do a lot there. At the end of that, I'll still just only have the failed. So I'll move it 1 towards my side, put the 1 on his side, and I'll get a momentum.
Roll for priority. It's the block. With final activation, it'll be Savage. With Savage, we're going to take a climb action. So a movement action, it's going to be a climb to get him up here with Obi-Wan. We're going to try and do some little trickery here, see how it goes. In case I didn't state it before, I am attacking Obi-Wan. Savage normally gets 7, but with overpowering monsters, since that is a primary unit, it's 2 additional dice for a total of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4 fails, 1 crit, 2 strikes, and 2 expertise.
Obi-Wan's on his Ataru side, he gets 6 with an exposed. 1, 2, 3, 4 fails, and 2 blocks.
I get a crit and a damage.
2 on the tree.
2 on the tree is going to be 2 damage and exposed and damage.
So a total of 4 damage with that expertise.
Yep. And an exposed.
Oh, another exposed. Yay.
Next, we're going to pay our last force for Furious Rush. He's going to dash down to this ladder to use the ingress point to go down. So that when Clan Kreese decides to come around, we're helping protect Mama. At the end of that, I control the block and the expertise. So I'm going to put 3 to my side, put in the 4 position on my side. I'll go ahead and shuffle and get all my force back.
Roll for priority. It's the fail. Draw my last card. It's the Clan Kreese Mandalorians. Well, the Clan Kreese, I think we're just going to go ahead and say, Mother and Savage, you can have that objective. I don't think we're taking that from them. So we're going to go ahead and start moving the other way. This one's going to advance to there. This one's going to advance there. And then we'll go ahead and take cover since we're out of force. No jetpacks. This one's going to go here. And this one's going to go here. And that's it. At the end of that, we'll just have the failed objective, which was the priority. We'll move it 2 towards my side, put it on the 2 on his side, and I'll get a momentum. I'll reshuffle and get my force back.
Roll for priority. The block. For my next activation, with the Bounty Hunters. Beginning of the Bounty Hunters' turn with on the trail. They're going to dash. Well, they're going to flip from wounded to injured. We'll take care of the rings here in just a second here. Going to dash toward Ventress. And dash toward Ventress. Leave him up there. Then we'll go ahead and take an advance like we normally would. Since this is lower elevation, we can move him there. We can get this one, since it's still engaged, it has to dash. Get you back here. Just out of engagement range with her. Or just follow along. And we'll go ahead and, for the last action, we're going to attack Ventress, try to shove her backwards some. The Bounty Hunters get 6 dice for ranged. Oops. 2 fails, 2 strikes, 2 expertise.
Ventress is on her Jarkai side. She gets 5. 3 fails, a block, and a expertise.
We'll get a crit and a damage.
You get a block and a crit to a strike.
So you block 2 out. We'll do 1 on the tree. With the 1 on the tree, since it was the guy down below, we'll get a shove and a damage. So like I said, shove her back some. And then the other guy, since he does have line of sight right here, I'm going to go ahead and attack her as well. 6 dice once again. 1 fail, 2 crits, 2 expertise, 1 strike.
5. 3 blocks and 2 expertise.
Do you know how to roll fails at all?
Oh, I just did. You just saw 3 of them.
Well, I need more. I get a crit and a damage.
2 is 2 blocks and a crit to a strike.
So block these out. We'll do 2 on the tree, which is going to be a shove and a... We'll do 2 damage and then 1 more damage, so a total of 3 damage. We're going to leave her where she's at. At the end of that, we control all the points. So we'll move 4 towards my side, put in the 6th position on my side.
Full priority. It's the block. Alright, draw my next card. And I'll get Ahsoka. I've lost this struggle now, no matter what I do here. So we're just going to go ahead and use Ahsoka. Try not to use any force here. We might need it. Try to win the game. With Racia, we're not going to move Obi-Wan. He's up here. We're going to leave him there in case one of these side ones he can move. She's just going to go ahead and do an advance. And, you know, get rid of this hunker since she activated again. Use this ingress point. And we're going to go ahead and attack the bounty hunters. Alright, she gets 7 dice. 2 fails. 3 strikes. That was a strike. 2 expertise.
Bounty hunters get 4. They are not very good at hunting 1 block in 3
Well, they're
turns.
not hunting right now. They're trying to defend themselves. 2 expertise is 2 strikes.
I'll block 1 of those out.
Okay, we'll get rid of that one. We'll do 4. With 4 on the tree, we're going to go on the bottom side. We'll do a heal damage. We have nothing to heal. Do a reposition and 2 damage. We're going to try to get more in a central area because I don't know what's going to come up on the next struggle. So we're going to go over here. And then a strained and 2 more damage. At the end of that, I won't have any objectives, so we won't move it, but I will get a momentum.
Roll for priority. It's the fail. For my next activation, we'll get Mother. Don't think... Well, you know what? Yeah, we will use her. With the Holy Mother. Obscuring Shadows.
Holy Mother!
Some of you may get that reference. Some of you may not.
Yeah, leave a comment if you get that reference. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Just to make sure he's within 3. Bingo. Next,
Bingo, bango, bongo.
the Unwitting Brute. He's going to go ahead and take another dash, because that's what he do. Sorry for these bad camera angles. There's a lot of terrain going on. I don't know who set this up.
Yeah, I don't know who did it either.
Next, Mother's going to go ahead and move. It's finally her turn. You know how unselfish she is.
Yeah.
She's going to go ahead and make an attack on Obi-Wan down there. Up there. From down there? One of the two. Alright, we're going to flip Mother to her Wrath side. Nah. She needs to stay on the Great Mother side. I wanted to try to get the free activation, but I don't think it's really worth it right now. Try and put Obi-Wan somewhere weird, but it's alright.
Activation?
Yeah, on her other side, active ability. Anyway, she gets 7 dice on her Great Mother side. No fails for once. 2 crits, 3 strikes, 2 expertise.
Obi-Wan's about to get super wounded. He gets 6 dice on his Ataru side with an exposed. Yep, super wound. 5 fails and a block.
Got a crit and a strike. So block 1, and we'll do 6 on the tree, which is the whole tree. So to start, we'll do a shove and 2 damage. So the shove, I'm going to put him on the other side of this. She's going to stay there. Then we'll give him an exposed and 2 damage, a pinned and a damage, another shove and a damage, but for the shove, we want to stay where we're at, and then a reposition and a damage. For the reposition, I'm going to go ahead and get her over here. See what happens in the future. And that'll be the end of that. At the end of that, with Cad Bane's, I'll take on any job. I don't have any force to refresh. So, and then I can't heal anybody around him, but I can heal 1 damage off of him. So other than that, I'll still control all the points, move it forward towards my side, putting in the 8th position on my side, winning me the struggle, and getting a momentum for wounding Obi-Wan.
Since I lost, I drew the Struggle 3 card, and I got 1 in a million. And I chose the top one. The challenging the odds is primary units. Roll for priority. That's the failed. Draw my next card, and I'll get Ventress. I would love to go over to the failed, the priority, but putting 1 in reserve, and I don't know who I'm going to get. I'm just going to have to go for the expertise one. So Ventress is just going to go ahead and advance over here with a disarmed, which isn't great. We'll go ahead and attack Cad Bane. Our Ventress is on our Jarkai side with 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fails. 2 strikes. That was fun.
Cad Bane gets 6. 2 fails, 2 blocks, 2 expertise.
Let me block it out.
2 expertise, just a block, so.
Oh, now that ends your turn. At the end of that, I'll have 2 characters within the expertise objective, so I'll take that. And I have Ahsoka within the blocked, right in the middle. So I'll move it 2 towards my side, putting the 2 on my side.
Roll for priority. The expertise. Next activation. I'll get the Shatterpoint. I'm going to go ahead and choose Jango Fett for my activation for the Shatterpoint. I'm going to flip him from wounded to injured and remove the disarmed. Next, we're going to go ahead and, excuse me, take a focus and get him somewhere around here.
I'd go to around the corner of that building behind.
Oh yeah.
I'd go that way so you can
see that.
because that's about the only spot you can.
Yeah, we'll get him over here.
There's too many people over there. You can't get slot in anywhere.
Try and get that without knocking everything over. Next, we'll go ahead and pay 2 force for capture wire on Gar Saxon. So we're going to move him 2 toward the allied character, which is Jango Fett. Move him this way. You don't need to go with him, Ventress. And then for the final action, we'll go ahead and attack Ventress. Try and wound her. Hope for the best. I do take 3 damage from that move, but that's no big deal. Normally, Jango Fett gets 6 from melee, but we took a focus, so he's going to get 7. Hoping to wound her here. That's not looking too good. We got 3 fails, 2 strikes, and 2 expertise.
Jango the Hutt will take 2 damage from riposte. Ventress is on her Jarkai side. She gets 6. A fail, 2 blocks, and 3 expertise.
Get a strike and a damage.
3 is 2 blocks, and a crit to a strike, which you don't have.
Cool, so we'll do nothing.
Did 1 damage.
Yep. Unfortunately, the only good thing to come out of that is for 1 turn, we have the expertise objective. Was hoping for more, but couldn't get it. So, at the end of that, we'll just have 1. So we'll move it 1 towards our side.
2.
2.
You have it marked as the priority.
Oh, it's 2, so it goes towards the middle. We get a
Momentum party. Roll for priority. It's the fail. Draw my next card. And I'll get Gar Saxon. Go ahead and spend a force. Put Gar Saxon in reserve. And then I'll get Clan Kree's Mandalorians. Clan Kree's, we're going to go ahead and take an advance first. This one's going to advance here. This one's going to advance to there. They'll trigger Mandalorians are stronger together for a free focus. We'll spend a force for jetpack. Get this one right there. And we'll get this one right there. And then we'll go ahead and attack Savage. Normally the Clan Krees get 6. They have the focus and sharpshooter 1 to give them 8. Two fails, 2 crits, 2 strikes, 2 expertise. I want 2 of everything, I guess.
Apparently. Savage gets 4. I'll just take 3 expertise and a fail. How does that sound?
Hey, you get a jump. 2 expertise is 1 strike.
I get a block and a jump.
Yep. That was an expertise, right? Yeah, so 1 of these is gone. So 4. With 4 on the tree, we're going to go up top for a pinned in a damage. The damage won't go through because he has protection. And then a shove and 2 damage, which the shove won't go through because he has steadfast. Then an exposed. And then a shove and a damage. So total of 3 damage, and then we'll do a shove here. So there. You get your jump.
If I jump, I'm going to get rid of the pin.
Yep. I'll do 8 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikes, 3 expertise.
4 blocks.
Oh, that exposed didn't even matter. 3 expertise is a crit and a strike. Blocking 4?
Yep.
So 3. With 3 on the tree, we'll do a pin to damage, which the damage is he has protection. A shove, which he has steadfast with 2 damage and an exposed. At the end of that, we took the priority objective, the failed, and we have the blocked. So we'll move it 3 towards my side, putting the 3 on my side.
Roll for priority. Fail. My next activation. Get Django Fett. With Django, we need to get him out of engagement with her. That riposte is really doing a lot to us, and at this point, it's going to wind up wounding us just by trying to do something to her. So we're going to take a focus to get the free jump. Going to put him over here. Still in a range of that, so we're fine there. And then we're going to take an attack on her. Django normally gets 6 for ranged. He gets 7 now for the focus. That's not what we want to see. 2 fails, 4 expertise, and a strike.
Ventress is still on her Jarkai side. She gets 5. 2 fails, 2 blocks and an expertise.
I get 2 crits and a strike.
1 is 1 block and a crit to a strike. I'll block 3 and do 1 on the tree.
Which is just 2 damage.
Which will wound her.
With that, that's going to trigger both Jango Fett and Cad Bane. So since it was a primary unit, we're going to refresh 2 force. Then heal 2, which we're going to take off that exposed on Jango Fett. With Cad Bane, refresh another force and heal. He's going to heal 1 damage from himself. Then refresh another force.
Oh, you don't have any force.
Don't have any force to refresh. I will, however, keep him there. Even though I just refreshed that force, I'm going to pay 2 for Jetpack. We're going to get him on the other side of these crates, so that if Gar Saxon decides to attack him or something and try to shove him, he ain't going really anywhere. I only have 1 point, which is the expertise. So
there.
I'll move it 1 towards my side, putting it in the 2 position. I'll get a momentum for it being on his side, and I'll get a momentum for wounding Ventress.
Roll for priority. It's the expertise. I'm going to leave Gar Saxon in reserve, and we'll just see who we draw. We'll get the Super Commandos. Alright, the Super Commandos are going to flip from wounded to injured, and they're going to get rid of the disarmed. And then this one's going to have to move because he's not within 2. So we're just going to... how do we want to do this? Just want to go straight. I know my arm's right in the way. Straight across here. So we're within 2 of Jango and the objective, and we're going to go ahead and attack. And the Mandalorians are stronger together will trigger, so they get a focus.
You're going to pay for that?
It's
1 force.
1 force? Yeah, I'll pay 1 force for that. They normally get 6. They got a focus and an impact 1, so they'll have 8. Do the guy on his jetpack in the air first. 1 fail, 2 crits.
Just gonna roll that 1 to crits?
Yep.
And I see how it is.
5 strikes.
Jango gets 5. 1 fail, 2 blocks, and 2 expertise. 2 expertise, I get 2 blocks. Block out 4.
And 3 on the tree. Okay, we'll go 2 damage, strain to damage, and a damage to wound him. Then that'll be the end of their turn, and we'll take that objective. So we'll have all 3 objectives to get 4 points, and we'll get a momentum for wounding. So we'll move it 4 towards my side, put it in the 6, and I'll win the game.